Hello and welcome to Keystone Academia. Myself, Misbah Saudagar, I am lead tutor at CIMA classes at Keystone Academia. Today we'll be talking about P3, risk management. I know this have been a paper where a lot of students are struggling so many times and multiple resits. So I thought why not just come up and share some of my experience. We have got students who have scored around 120, 130. They were giving resits. In fact, we have one student who gave 5 resits, 7 resits, 9 resits, and they passed in the first attempt. So what we did, what was the strategy that worked out for us? Just few insight for all the students who are writing P3. Okay. So firstly, in the P3, obviously you should be very thorough with the textbook. Though P3 is divided into 10 chapters, but you have to see all are connected. Chapter 1 talk about risk, 2 risk management, and these two are fundamentals which will help you until the last section of cyber security. So make sure you know all the chapters. Okay. Now another important point in P3 is if you see textbook questions are quite simple, but when you go to the exams, it's more of complex and lot of case study related questions will come. So what we have to do in case study style questions or select all questions, you have to be very careful. For example, they'll give you select all and 5 options. I have seen most of the time out of 5, 3 are correct answers. Sometimes we feel like 4 are correct, sometimes we feel all 5 are correct. So almost 90% or 90% plus 3 will be correct. So you have to use that strategy to eliminate. Another strategy you can use in P3 to see the company type. Is it for profit? Is it non for profit? Is it a governmental organization? Government owned organization? Okay, that will make a lot of difference in your answer. Why I am saying this? Because if you get a question about change, and if it is government organization or non for profit, they don't want to go with the costly approach, even if it is the best. But for profit, they might have the resources to go for it. So that will also make the difference. Another important thing is be very careful with the keywords. Sometimes they will use words like always, very, the words will give you guarantees. So usually when they give guarantees, these are not an answer. Why? Because you cannot tell things with the guarantee, right? In fact, if they use words like around, can be, maybe, that might be the answer. Again, you have to look all this together. You cannot just look at one point and try to attempt on the questions. Basically, I am trying to help you with the longer questions where we feel most of the students struggle, the select all questions. Okay. Another important thing I can tell you for P3 is look at the industry. Sometimes industry will also make a lot of changes. For example, manufacturing industry, service industry, you have to look company first. If it is profitable, for profit or non-profit, then you have to look, is it a manufacturing or is it a service based. All right, moving on next, even if you feel some questions like audit, so you have to see if it is a question is related to proactive or reactive type. For example, they are asking what are the things to be included in audit report, but sometimes they will say what are the things to be included in audit planning. So planning is proactive, audit report is reactive. So you might get all 5 options which are similar or important for audit, but you have to see what is reactive, what is proactive. That will make you get the right answer. Moving on, if I talk about cyber security related questions, you have to learn. You have to see the types of malware. You have to see what are the basic objectives, what we call AIC trade, availability, integrity, confidentiality. That's the primary objective for having the cyber security. In fact, you might have to go in detail to the topics like what is hunt team, what is dual authentication method or other security method company uses. Okay, so you have to be very detail oriented in cyber security. Especially I have seen students are getting confused with corporate governance, internal control and internal audit, and many times the all 3 topic will make one question. So one question can be testing different topics. So you have to be very careful with the readings, and especially corporate governance, you have to do number of readings. You have to be very thorough. What is audit committee? Why the chairperson should not be in the audit committee? You also have to read between the lines. You might have to go to internet and search lot of other things. For example, they don't give reasons why this thing is there. For example, after 9 years you might have to look for a new NED. Why? To bring in fresher perspective. So why it is required, and what are the special consideration that person can be extended for 6 months or 1 year. Why the CEO and chairperson cannot be same, and what are the special circumstances they can be same. Again, coming to the first point, this is relevant mostly for the listed company. If it is unlisted company and a corporate governance question comes, don't just jump into these points. Okay, so be very composed in your exam, read carefully, okay, use elimination when you're getting confused, and be very thorough with the textbook. If you want more information, please get in touch with us at our website on the link below. Thank you.